Good evening, everybody, and happy Tuesday night. We are live in the Ken's 5 Weather Digital Sensor, and it was more of the same today. We had highs in the 80s, second day in a row that we hit 80 degrees here in San Antonio. Before we get started, just want to make sure audio is working A-OK. Sounds perfect. Yeah, it was a warm day. So warm that we are 16 degrees above normal. So the middle column you see on this particular graphic just shows where we should be on December 17th, and this time of month, this time of year. We should be a lot cooler, obviously, but we hit 80 today, which was very close to a long-standing record set back in 1990. Take a look at that. 82 on this day in history back in the 1990 year. Morning low of 67. Look at that record low from 1972 of 19 degrees. Yeah, so today was abnormally hot, and good news, this will be the last day we see 80s for a while. Just because of a couple of factors. Well, the first day of winter is on Saturday. That usually ushers in a colder pattern, eventually. But we also have a couple cold fronts we're tracking. One tomorrow and one Friday. And that'll set up a nice next several days here in the area, here in San Antonio and across pretty much the state as well. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, join the conversation. We're talking about weather, we're talking about Christmas. That's a week away, guys. So if you haven't done your shopping just yet, don't procrastinate. Make sure you get it done this week. And I think, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday are going to be beautiful weather. But obviously, the longer you wait, the more busy it gets at the stores, and we don't want that. It gets very hectic this time of year. The forecast for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, well, not going to be a white Christmas, unfortunately. We would love to see at the very least, colder weather, but we're not looking at that, not even close to that at the moment. And keep in mind, things may change a little bit day to day, leading up into the holiday. But right now, as of Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, right now, it looks like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day both will be in the 70s, the morning temperatures in the 50s, so a light chill on the air in the early hours of each day, and a low chance at rain. Maybe like an isolated shower on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but the overall trend, not what we like to see. The two words we don't like, warmer and drier, especially, when we're starting to wrap up fall, and again, winter begins on Saturday, so this is not what we like to see. A couple of cold fronts through Saturday, but by next week, a quick recovery in temperatures into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Matter of fact, take a look. This is what it looks like. No, right here. There we go. Right there. So 70 on the Monday, right, before Christmas Eve, 74 on Christmas Eve, and then 73 on Christmas Day. There's that rain chance, 10, 20%. So not all that impressive on the rain. We do need it. With the drought, it's extreme. But not on the holiday, right? And the mornings will feel great. It's just the daytime highs. They're not hot, obviously, and it's not bad, But, you think about Christmas time and you want colder weather. You want highs in the 50s. You want lows in the 40s and 30s. But instead, South Texas doing its thing. It's going to be warm. It's going to be a little humid by the holiday with just a few clouds, small rain chance, and highs about 10 degrees above average. So that is what we have to look forward to. Jillian, is it going to snow on Christmas? No, it doesn't snow here on Christmas. It does not ever. I don't think it ever has. As a matter of fact, I don't think it has ever snowed on Christmas in San Antonio. I could look back at the data to double check and verify that, but I'm pretty sure that is correct. Good evening, Guadalupe. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Glad to hear of the cooler weather. Yeah, it's on the way. Not for Christmas Day, but for tomorrow, for Thursday, for Friday, for Saturday. It's going to be a lot cooler here in San Antonio. Birthday on Tuesday the 24th, George. Okay, you're about a week away. How old are you turning? How old are you turning, George? That is awesome, though. I mean, that's like twice as many presents for you, George, right? From your family and friends. It's like celebrating Christmas twice with your birthday on the 24th. But yeah, that's what Christmas has to offer. More warmth, more humidity, and more of the same, unfortunately. We saw today's numbers. It was warm. It was almost hot, 80 degrees from 67 degrees. Oh, I better verify. Okay, I'm sorry. Jill's threatening me right now. Right now it's 71 in San Antonio, 63 at Bernie, 64 at Rock Springs, 75, 76 down I-35. Very warm. So here's the setup. stalled cold front in West Texas. Behind it, it is pretty cold, 47 in Amarillo, but you compare that to like here in Corpus Christi, 70 degrees. And, you know, with all the clouds and the humidity rolling in, we're not going to really cool down. We might drop to 66 degrees, but that's about it. Not cold tonight, but a lot colder tomorrow night, and then Friday morning, Saturday morning, later into the weekend. George, you're turning 46 trips around the sun. Well, congrats, man. That's awesome. Your birthday is just a week away. What are you doing to celebrate? Are you going out? Well, I mean, probably celebrating with family, right? On your birthday, just before Christmas Day. That is awesome, though, man. Clear skies and just a little bit of cloud cover. The only thing to look forward to is, again, the cold front tomorrow. Tomorrow morning may be a little difficult when you're driving because of this right here. Because of the setup, high humidity, light winds at the surface, this is going to reduce the visibility and produce a lot of fog. Not widespread concerns, but anywhere from Beeville to Fredericksburg to Del Rio to Gonzales, we will see some pockets of fog down to about a half a mile, maybe down a quarter mile. So that's going to be a concern. If you're driving out early tomorrow morning, commuting to work, wherever it is you're going, if you're traveling across the region or across the area, drive carefully, allow some extra time, leave a little extra early, all those things, right? All the above, because tomorrow morning a little foggy. And then after about 8 a.m., you know, things improve pretty quickly as a cold front moves through. Now, between about 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. is when we're pinpointing the cold frontal passage. That may produce a couple of showers and maybe an isolated storm in the area. Not impressive, nothing severe. But tomorrow morning, we'll start off with fog and then produce a couple of areas of light to moderate rain showers. Maybe a rumble of thunder here and there. But again, the severe weather threat is low as this cold front moves in. Now tomorrow, a little bit in reverse. You know, typically we hit our high temperatures like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon with the sunshine. Tomorrow, because of the cold front moving through just before lunchtime, we'll hit our high temperature maybe around 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and then the cold front moves through, north winds usher in cooler air, and temperatures gradually fall off. Not, drastically, but by, for example, 3 o'clock, they're right around 66, and then by 5 o'clock, 65, and then watch this, temperatures fall off even faster by tomorrow night to early Thursday. So here it is. I just want to zoom in and show you what we have. So tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., if you're watching from the Hill Country, Kerrville, Rock Springs, Fredericksburg, a couple of passing showers and maybe an isolated downpour. 7, 8, and 9 a.m. Moves through San Antonio probably around 10:30, 11 a.m. With it, maybe, again, 1 or 2 showers in the region. Around Bexar County, around Medina County, Guadalupe, Wilson County, Atascosa County. Cold front moves out, cloud cover clears, and look at this. Oh, yeah. Temperatures fall off fast. So Thursday morning, a lot colder. So we hit 80 today. By Thursday morning, we'll be at 40 degrees. That's a 40-degree drop, within 36 hours or so. From daytime high to morning lows from Tuesday afternoon to Thursday morning. That's, not a strong cold front, right? From daytime highs, but when you look at the morning lows, it gets a lot colder by Thursday morning. Thank you, Guadalupe. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You take care as well. Good night. Hope you have a wonderful night, and I hope you're having a great time with family, friends later on into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We're just a week out, guys. Not too far. We are and we're like 2 weeks away from New Year's Eve. 2025 is 2 weeks away. Time is going by fast. Jillian, what is that? Oh, I know what that means. Okay. I was like, Arnar. Just hanging out with family, George. Perfect. That's how it should be in Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And it's awesome that you have your birthday right before Christmas Day. That's, again, double the presents, double the gifts for you, George. Hope you have a wonderful birthday in a week. Hopefully the weather gets a little bit better. You saw it earlier. Probably going to be warm on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. A lot of folks want it to be colder, but it's not what we're looking at, unfortunately. We're looking at a warming trend into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But as you can see on this particular graphic right here, it's going to get cold Thursday morning, Friday morning, Saturday morning. And this will probably be the coldest we get, I would say, until the end of the year. Obviously, that's 2 weeks away. Things can change. But it's just... I think through December 30th, December 31st, we just continue to warm up. There'll be a couple of cold fronts passing through, but the overall trend, I think, as we wrap up the year is just warmer than average. Highs upper 60s, near 70, maybe a cold front here and there, but only cooling us down for a day or two, and then we rebound and recover really, really quickly. Isabel, thank you so much. God bless you as well. George, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. And the cold continues. So Friday morning, 45, 42 Saturday, and on early Sunday, 46 degrees, mid to upper 40s as we wrap up the weekend. And then just to reiterate, heading into Christmas Eve, it gets a little warmer as south winds pour in more moisture, more humidity. And that may produce some morning fog, morning drizzle. A lot like we've been seeing these last several mornings. That is probably the case for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So the weather we saw these last several days, very similar for the holiday, next Tuesday and Wednesday. Mary, good evening. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, so tomorrow, 71 primarily. That'll be achieved in like the late morning hours, but progressively through the day it gets colder, or at least cooler. I won't say colder. It'll get cooler. And then Thursday morning, 40 degrees in San Antonio. If you're watching from the hill country, probably mid to low 30s. Thursday morning for Kendall County, Bandera County, Gillespie County, Kerr County, out to Rock Springs. Friday morning, 45. Friday afternoon, 68. Beautiful weather. I mean, through the weekend, if you have any outdoor plans, it's going to be near perfect. Mid to upper 60s. A lot of sunshine for the first day of winter, and it'll feel seasonal. I think the first day of winter, for San Antonio at least, will feel how winter should be. Morning temperatures cold, and then daytime highs right around 63, 64. That's seasonal, but notice what happens Monday, Tuesday, and Christmas Day. It just warms up. It recovers fast. Lower to middle 70s, and a small chance at rain on Christmas. And then maybe an isolated storm the day after. But right now, rain chances just don't look too impressive. I think most of us will stay dry for the entire next 10 days here in San Antonio. All right, guys, just to reiterate this, we always say this and mention this. We have the KENS 5 app, our local meteorologist here at KENS 5. Me, Bill Taylor, Jeremy Baker, Paul Morellis, Roxy, all provide daily weather updates on the KENS 5 app, whether it's tropical weather, winter weather, severe weather, cold weather, hot weather. We have weather updates every day. We have push alerts, we have notifications, so download the KENS 5 app. It is free in the App Store. Meantime, cold front tomorrow, 71, 67 Thursday, and the mornings will get very chilly to cold. Upper 30s, lower 40s for San Antonio Thursday morning, and then we trend back upward, and then we'll see a reinforcing shot of some cooler air Friday. That'll drop highs back down into the middle 60s. Very seasonal for Saturday, which is the first day of the new season, first day of winter. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we just start to recover pretty rapidly here in San Antonio. Will it snow in February, Alex? Well, there's a chance. There's always a chance, right? We're in a La Nina, and when that happens, like in January and February, it typically means like warmer than average conditions. But back in 2021, when we had the winter storm here in Texas, that was in a La Nina year. So just because we call for like a generally above average warm winter doesn't mean that we can't get cold snaps and strong, powerful winter storms. So it is possible. I think we have a graphic somewhere where it shows how frequently it snows in San Antonio. Let me just pull that out real quick. I'm curious now. I know it's on average, every 4 to 5 years it snows in San Antonio. Because like the last time it snowed was 2021, right? So that was 3 years ago. So between now and 2026, we're on tap to at least get some cold snap, cold weather event. Snowfall frequency, there we go. Okay, let me just rewind this back and show you what we have. I put together this data, I believe, last year. So, not much has changed from year to year. So, how often does it snow in San Antonio? So, since 1985, on average, once every 4 years. And then when you take the data from 1885, because records go back that far, on average, again, once every 4 years. So, no matter how you slice it, the answer, the solution's still the same. And it's not always the same span of time. So if you look at the left column, it'll show you the recent years we've seen snow in the city. 2021, winter storm. 2017, I believe that was in December, like the first or second week of December in 2017. 2014, 2011, 2010. You can see 2010 and 2011, that was just 1 year apart where we saw snow. And then a long span, 2010 to 2004, that was 6 years apart. Same thing between 2004 and 2003, just 1 year apart. And then the last time we saw snowfall before 2003 was 1988, like over a decade of no snow. So this changes, obviously, every 5 to 10 years, but this is based on average. So hopefully we get snow. I mean, that would be awesome. Hopefully we don't get a lot of it because what happens is 2021 happens, and that was a mess, if anyone remembers that. But yeah, on average, every 4 years or so, so 2021, it's possible. And with La Nina in place, obviously warmer than average, but snow can happen in La Nina patterns and La Nina winters. So that is a look at how often it snows in San Antonio. All right, guys, we'll leave it on the forecast a little longer. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, we just warm up 74 and warm and a little humid for Christmas Eve. Small chance at rain, maybe a stray shower here and there. But, I would say for now, a few showers tomorrow morning as a cold front drops in. Enjoy Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because the mornings will be cold and the high temperatures will be beautiful. 60s, low humidity, perfect weather through the weekend. And then by next week, we really start to warm up. But as you can see, the Thursday and Friday around the 26th and 27th, we'll get another cold front moving in. And that'll reinforce, a nicer pattern by the end of the month. Hopefully it just doesn't warm up too much because, as we know, winter is about to begin and we want colder weather, and that typically happens, especially in the first 2 weeks of January. That is climatologically the coldest time of year here in San Antonio. All right, guys, we'll leave it on the forecast a little longer. Tune in to KENS 5 News at 10 in about 45 minutes for the latest on everything. We'll do another weather update in about 45 minutes on KENS 5 at 10 o'clock tonight. Another run through on the cold front, the overnight temperature trend, and the rain chances heading our way tomorrow and then next week as well. But yeah, that's one last look at weather. Have a great Tuesday night, guys. Be careful and enjoy the nicer weather heading in our direction Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.